everyone, welcome to TryDay Friday. I'm Shannon Smith, Concept Designer at FSJ, and today I have a really fun project for us. I think that we should do some more holiday, even though it's not the holiday launch anymore, we still do have a lot of fun projects to go. So, we are actually going to start out with our paint. What are we going to paint today? Well, I thought I would do something a little bit different. So I brought in our pine tree elements. And one thing you should know is our pine tree elements, our bloom palette, and our paints are actually on sale this month for 20% off. Just a little note there for you. So our pine tree elements are sold in packs of 3. I believe they're $7.95 before the 20% discount, which is not bad. I just saw some at the store the other day that I'm pretty sure when I saw it, they were like $8, and it was a bigger tree, but it was for one tree. So this is kind of nice because you get 3 of them. All right, so we are going to paint our tree because I want to do something a little less traditional. And I thought it might be kind of fun to paint one of our trees in one of our new colors, which we don't offer in our acrylic paint yet, but I really like our new color, Peaches and Cream, and I thought that would be kind of a fun color for a Christmas tree. So we're just gonna mix our bubble gum and our pineapple smoothie paints together, and that'll give us a peachy tone. So I do have a question. I'm wondering, am I the only one, or do you guys change your decorating palette each year for Christmas? Or do you kind of have the same traditional, sentimental decor that you use every year? It kind of varies here in the office, so I thought I would get kind of a feel for how you guys do things. I'm more of a sentimental traditionalist. I will get some new things each year, but for the most part, I have a lot of my old standbys that I love. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and paint our tree. The kind of nice thing about this is sometimes just in the packing or whatever, these trees just, it's kind of the nature of how they're made. They can get a little bit crunchy, like one side might be crunched up or something. And the brush is nice because you can manipulate it and kind of fluff it up. So as you're painting, you're kind of fluffing it at the same time, which I think is pretty good. Okay, so if you are one of those people who changes up your decor each year, tell me some of the palettes you guys are going with this year. Especially if they're non-traditional, I'd be interested in knowing what colors you're going with. So this is going to take a few coats, of course. And I actually have one that is painted all the way that I think we'll just go to. You can see, it's very simple. I painted the base as well. But yeah, you're probably gonna wanna do 2 or 3 coats, I'd say. Super simple though, not much to it. So we'll go ahead and grab the one I painted ahead of time so you can see. How fun. But as fun as this is, I think we can take it a step further, don't you? I think we should make this a little bit sparkly. It is Christmas after all, right? So let's go ahead and grab some glaze. And I chose a brush that maybe isn't like my best brush, but honestly you should be okay. But I highly recommend that you wash out your brush immediately after you do this next part. So I'm just brushing the glaze onto my tree. Very simple. All right, I think we're just about ready to add the fun. These little trees are so fun. You can use them standing alone in a village, whatever, or you could use them on a wreath. You can use them in our little shadow box. So many fun things you can do with them. All right, let's go ahead and add our sparkle cuts. And whatever, if you want a little bit more than what is on there, you can even just roll it right in your pile of sparkle cuts. Just kind of depends on how heavily you want it to sparkle. You can see that doesn't take much at all. I think the camera's getting the glimmer of that just right. Okay, so let's go ahead and set that one aside. And I actually did a bubblegum one too. Just for fun, we'll just hurry and do this one really quick too. It's such a fast thing, I think we can afford to do that. Love how easily this goes on. Did you guys have Christmas villages growing up? We always had a Christmas village. And I think we even had my grandma's that was really old paper mache kind of stuff, and it had the glitter all over it. The more glitter, the better in my eyes. Especially at Christmas. Okay, so there is our bubblegum tree. And in just a minute, I'll show you all of our trees. But for a minute, let me show you actually how to create a cute little house with our house die. Just want to get this out of the way. Just deal with that in a minute. Okay, so we carry our house steel ruled die. Get this out of the way. And I actually took the door and didn't keep it. I didn't want to use it for this project, but if you can see, there's a little door. I'll kind of outline it with my finger, but I'm not going to use it, so I didn't actually bring it with me. But it makes these other two pieces that we will just go ahead and move the die. And let me just show you how to assemble this really quick. You can see when it cuts, it actually has score lines in it. Can you see that? I think you can see that. Which make it so easy. So we'll just quickly assemble this. And this is a fun project. You could make this with your kids. How fun to make a little village. Get that last fold in there. And I use the white glue, the craft glue, because I just think it holds the best. So we'll go ahead and we'll hold that. It doesn't really take that long to dry. I'll just set that aside for a minute. And then here's the key part. So here's our roof piece. I went ahead and kind of folded it up already. And then what I did was I took a sheet of our white liner, which is actually sold in 8.5 by 11 size. It comes with, I believe, 4 sheets. But I just cut it down to fit this one little piece. If you wanted to put glitter on the entire house, you could actually just peel off the backing on one side of this, stick it to a piece of 8.5 by 11, and put the whole thing on a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and then just slide it through your machine. And then you would be able to just sparkle up the whole thing. But we're just gonna do this one little piece. I just want the roof done on this one. So we're just gonna go ahead and stick that on there. Now here comes the tricky part. Have the one side off. Let's see if I can manage to get the top off. Yay! Okay, so now we're just gonna get our sparkle cuts, and we're just going to, I'm just using the sparkle cuts I had before. Spread that around. And you can see it just makes our roof all shiny. And again, you can just kind of push it in there if you want a little bit more on it. And then we'll just glue that to our roof. And just a very simple, easy way to make our village. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up our little village so you can see the whole thing. So we've got our cute little house. We've got our little trees. So fun, so simple. And let me just show you one other thing. We've got this cute little set in our holiday mini. Let me move this over for a minute. It's actually called Winter Build-A-Scene. I don't know if you want to zoom in a little bit there. Thank you. Look at all these cute little pieces. And you could incorporate all of these in your little house. Depends on how fussy you want to get. If you want to keep it simple, you can do just what I did. Or there's all of these other little elements you could add. And the fun thing about this set is it actually also has some matching dies, which I will show you. You can see it's got this cute little scallop and then the dies that go with the stamps. So cute. So much fun. I think you could do this so easily with your family and make just a little fun family village. I love stuff I can do with my son. Well, I hope this gave you some fun ideas. I hope you'll pull out your paints and do some fun things this weekend. And I hope you will join me again next time for TryDay Friday.